Namaste and welcome to Sonali Joshi's Astrojyotihealing. Most of us, when we go to any Jyotishi and they open up the horoscope and they tell us, पत्रिका में राहु केतु खराब है. All the issues that you are having are because of Rahu and Ketu. This is something which we heard most of the times. So Rahu, Ketu and Saturn and then comes Mars are the planets who are always held responsible for whatever happens bad or undesirable in a person's life. And then question arises, how true is this? Out of all these planets, today we are going to talk about planet Ketu. Ketu is commonly known as the cutter, the separator, sannyasi. And out of that we are going to talk about a very particular combination or conjunction of Ketu with Moon. Welcome back to Sonali Joshi's Astrojyotihealing. We are going to talk about the very important conjunction that we find often in horoscopes, and that is Moon-Ketu conjunction. Ketu changes signs every 18 months. That means in a month there could be about 2 to 2.5 days where Moon will be conjunct Ketu. And everybody who is born on those days will have a conjunction in their horoscope. Depending on the time, just the place or the bhava, the house of this conjunction will change. However, for a particular month, the sign will stay the same. Now let us discuss what is Ketu. Ketu is commonly known as somebody who acts like Mars. However, whatever it does is unexpected, unconventional, cannot be defined with a particular expectation. And when we see all these wordings, we can conclude that there is a lot of unpredictability that is associated with Ketu. Yeah, Ketu is unpredictable. At the same time, Ketu does come with some negative connotations, like somebody who separates, somebody who cuts, somebody who disassociates, somebody who detaches. Why? Because Rahu and Ketu are a single body and working together to steer our life. If Rahu tells you, I want more and more and more, it is like obsessive, amplifying, magnifying energy, then Ketu has to be opposite. Then and then this balance will be achieved. So Rahu makes you run after things, and once you go there, Ketu makes you run away from them. And this is the game that is going on. They also say Ketu is your past life karma, or Ketu denotes everything that has happened in the past, and Rahu is something towards which you are walking, that is your future. And when this important node, south node of the moon, that is commonly known as Ketu, is conjunct Moon, it is a very heavy conjunction. Moon is a karaka of your mind, your feelings, emotions. It is a map of, emotional map of whatever you are bringing from past lives. It is your mother. It is about your familiar routines, customs, anything that shows your emotions. That is Moon. And when Ketu conjunctates, what happens? People find it difficult to have emotional attachment. People find it difficult to love someone or getting love from someone. All the natural karakatva or emotions of Moon, or whatever Moon denotes in your horoscope, gets in trouble when Ketu attaches himself to the Moon. When I say the word gets in trouble, it means if you try to show it more, then also there is negativity. And if you decide to completely reject it, then you feel that void, and hence seeking balance becomes very difficult. When I talk to people who have conjunction of Moon and Ketu in their horoscope, most of the times they tell me that their mother couldn't love them, their mother didn't love them, or she was not available, she was always away from them, they didn't get along with her, or sometimes mother does pass away early in the childhood. If fourth house, fourth lord or moon are denoting your mother, even by karakatva or by the position, sign, nakshatra in your horoscope, then definitely there is some karma with your mom. Ketu moon conjunctions do come with their karma with the mother, and these natives always find it difficult emotionally. I'm not saying that they don't have family or they don't have mother or their mother is not loving. On the other hand, they find it difficult to deal with those loving, caring emotions whenever they find it in any person in their life. Why? Because Ketu is total surrender. It is the love for the divine. Ketu is also known as Moksha Karaka. The job of Ketu is to show you all the earthly emotions come with expiration date. How happy you are, how loving somebody is, everything is short-lived. And this is quite a difficult thing to deal with. We know it, we understand it, but facing it, going through it is always difficult, and this is what these people have to live with all their life. Why? Because probably their past karmas are like that, or in this life they take certain actions in their early childhood or even in youth that loving becomes difficult. Most of us don't remember what happened in the past life. So for practical reasons, let us concentrate on this life. I see the natives with Moon Ketu combination find it difficult to enjoy happiness. They always try to find that something is wrong in what they have. It is very difficult for them to follow a certain routine. And the more they try to follow that routine or discipline or what to expect kind of path, something happens and everything goes haywire. So things get scattered, they work towards bringing things together, again things get scattered. This continuous happening of getting attached, getting detached, coming together, getting separated definitely puts heavy load on them. However, this is the karma that they have chosen to face in this life. Ketu doesn't want you to get attached to something. It wants you to have everything, but don't get attached. Somebody with Moon Ketu combination in the fourth house could have great house, big house, can own property. However, they will always find something that is not satisfactory in that property or house or land or whatever they have. If you have a mother, you will always find something that you don't agree with her. Ketu wants you to learn this lesson and realize life is not perfect. Why? Because there is on the other side Rahu, which is creating illusions and delusions about that magical thing. Something which is extraordinary, better than perfect. However, it is not reality. In practical life, it is not possible. The more you try to go towards Rahu, Ketu will disturb you to show you the reality of life. So what is the rule? The rule is less is more. You love, but don't go overboard. You have a mother, you understand she is not perfect, or you have a kid, you know he or she, they are not perfect, still love them, because it's a best bond human beings can have. Motherly love. Don't differentiate between your kids. Don't differentiate between your friends. Do your duty, love them, take care of them, nurture them, but don't show any preference. Because when we show preference, it is attaching the emotions, and Ketu will not let it happen. These people tell a story. Those who have conjunction of Ketu moon, they'll tell they have been separated from a friend who was very near and dear to them. Whether they are boy or girl, they would always have such story. Why? Because they try to distinguish between three friends. Well, it's always like that. In practical life, we may not agree to everyone, and there will be somebody who feels closer or who feels that you agree more with them. But if you have this conjunction like Ketu moon, they will not let that friendship survive, because Ketu is in a way equalizer. It scatters everything. If you try to concentrate the energy, it separates it out. It dissolves it, dissipates it into all directions. So what are the lessons if you have moon Ketu conjunction? It is like a sannyasi. Okay? You have everything, but be satisfied in less. When these people ask about which business can I do, they'll come up with 10 ideas in a fraction of a second. The key is just take two things, have a time interval, pursue those two things in that time interval. Whatever is outcome, be happy with it. Either continue on the same lines or choose next two things for a certain time interval, focus on them, do it with discipline. Whatever outcome is, accept it. Still Ketu will show its power the moment you start getting comfortable with it. And understand, this is the karma that you have to do. Instead of just loving your own kid, try to adopt, not like literally, but if you can, that is great. If not, at least pay for some other poor kids or needy kids education. Before Ketu scatters that love or the emotion, you go ahead and disperse it or divide it between many. Marriage needs loyalty, but other than that, all loves can be divided. So please do it. The best thing is to surrender to the Almighty. If you are someone who believes in God, just surrender to Him. That way, you will find it easy to deal with these unpredictable changes. If you are someone who is finding it very difficult on a day-to-day basis to deal with Ketu and Moon's conjunction, it is related to your 4th house, related to your 1st house, or within certain nakshatras, remember, you are not able to deal with this energy. Too many changes, some people may not be able to deal with. See a counselor, see a therapist, see a psychiatrist if it is needed. Because Ketu with these immediate or continuous changes can induce negativity in mind. You may feel low, you may feel continuously low, down. It's hard to find motivation, and it will start affecting your physical health. And if you are coming to that point, understand you need help. Depending on the other positions in the horoscope, there are some people who might need psychiatric help as well. However, Ketu will give you all that help. It's not like it's going to take away that help. Most people with this combination can live a day-to-day regular life without medications. However, there are some who will need medications. However, medications work for them and they can live normal regular life. That is the good part, that is the good news. At the same time, that doesn't mean every Moon Ketu combination means the person will need to see a psychiatrist. I have seen many charts and it is not as common as one might feel. However, it does disturb your routine. It does make the life more challenging because the routine schedules are disturbed. If you have this conjunction in a particular house, particular Rashi, and you want to know more about it, please send email to iamsonalijoshi@gmail.com. Please like, comment and share this video. Shubham Bhavatu. Namaste. Thank you.